The 80-20 principle as it relates to marriage says this: nobody is capable of giving us 100% of what we expect or need. Nobody. And what we usually do is, instead of celebrating the 80% that they do give, we seek the 20% that they can't give. And that's what breaks us down. And we stop honoring and celebrating. Think about your conversations. How many of you just talk about what's wrong with the other person? But probably if I were to really inventory your relationship, I bet there's 60, 70, 80% of the stuff that you love about them. But it's natural, right? That's part of being a sinful creature. We tend to gravitate and pursue the 20% that they can't or won't or don't give us, and we forget about the 80%. We've gone from celebration to frustration. The only way to do that is to go back and celebrate the 80%. Why do we do this? I mean, people leave all kind of healthy things sometimes over this awful ratio. People leave churches over the 80-20 rule. You ever think about that? I see it all the time. Oh, Paul, we love the church. I remember when you married us, it was awesome. Your sermons rock. We love the church. It's so great. Our small group rocks. But I'm telling you, we had a youth pastor, and he posted something on the internet. And so we're out of here. And I'm like, really? What about the 80% of the church that you loved? And that's what we do with the people that we love. And we just want the 20%, and you're sitting there at the office, ooh, she comes wiggling down the old aisle there, come on now. And you're like, oh, I bet she has the 20% that my wife doesn't have. Well, let me just warn you, that 20% maybe the only 20% she does have. And I can promise you, you figure out what 80% she has a 20% too. And it will not be long before you quit celebrating that 80 and get to the new 20. It's an insidious pattern, and it works over and over and over. Some of you are just constantly seeking the 20%, and I'm telling you, it's a trap. It's a trap. And you're running and you're running and you're running. And if you would just get back and wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, today I'm all about the 80%. I'm not going to be haunted by the 20% that they can't do, but I am going to praise God with gratitude for the 80% that they do. And I'm going to tell them, and I'm going to write them notes, and I'm going to give them flowers, and I'm getting back to the business of celebrating the 80%. But I'm not going to let celebration become toleration and into frustration. I'm staying in celebration zone. You try that and you see what happens.